Bees. That is what we're doing today. We're making a bee farm. It's not the first time I've messed with bees. I have had to get some honeycomb in the past, but this is the first time I'm ever automating a bee farm, which I think is possible. Not gonna lie, I have never looked up a bee farm tutorial. I'm just gonna try to wing this on my own. If I can't figure it out, I might have to, but I think I can handle it. But yeah, welcome back to the Let's Play, everyone. I know in the last episode I said I wasn't going to make an episode for a long time, but I changed my mind. This Hall of Fame project, oh yeah, that's another story. I let the cat out of the bag. The project I'm working on is the Minecraft Hall of Fame, and ultimately this is going to take me probably over a year. I mean, just look at this project. It's going to take me a long time. So I said in the last episode I wasn't going to make an episode or a series of episodes until that was done, but I need to make episodes. This is like the main thing on my channel, along with Cornerstone. And if I stop making episodes on here, I'm just going to feel sad that I'm like forgetting to do something. I just like making episodes every once in a while. So you see, I have been doing tons of work in the city, just putting roads down. I think this looks so awesome. Like, this looks like a real city now. We also have like the front, like, I don't know what you call it, like the front patio of the Hall of Fame, which I worked on. I think it looks pretty awesome. It's got like this cool shape. I might mess with it to make it a little less round or something. I don't know. This is like not the official finished design at all. I still have a lot of work to do. But yeah, that's all for another episode. For right now, I just want to get started on the bee farm, because if you saw the Minecraft live event, I don't want to give spoilers out, but there's a bunch of new copper blocks, and we're going to need some more honeycomb to wax the copper blocks and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to build this farm over here. I think this is a nice spot to build it. I might just put it over here also. This is just like a cool little spot. But yeah, I don't think we're just going to be sticking with bees this episode. I don't really know how long this is going to take me. Probably a day or two, but yeah, I think after, when I'm done with the bees, we might start doing some more villager stuff, but that's not a promise or anything. I have a bunch of ideas in my head on what I want to do today, so yeah, let me just start with the bees. So as you guys saw in the intro, I planted a bunch of trees here, and there's this trick where if you place a flower next to the sapling, you have a slight chance of spawning a beehive under the tree. And I actually did get 5 beehives. I accidentally destroyed one, and I angered the bees, so all those guys are gone. But I did get 4 here. I'm probably gonna need to get a couple more, but you can also breed these guys with flowers, so I might just do that. I really don't know how much I'm gonna need. I assume this farm is gonna be pretty fast, so I don't think I'm gonna need that many bees. Probably around like 10 to 15. I don't know, maybe not even that many, because this is gonna be running in the background. It's kind of like a high traffic area over there near my villager trading setup, so I think we're gonna get a lot of honeycomb even with a small amount of bees. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a couple more of these guys, and I'll probably start the farm. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Okay, so I got started here. Might be wondering what I'm doing. I kind of started this idea where I'm gonna have a big dome, like a big glass dome, and all the bees are gonna be able to fly around inside. And around the outside, I'm gonna have, or actually, I might just move it down into the ground so you can like see the bees flying around. I don't know. I might do something like that. But okay, let's try this out. I want to attempt to do some redstone on camera here, so bear with me. People that know what they're doing might cringe at this, but we're gonna have a beehive right on this block, like in this area right here, and I'm gonna have a dispenser facing down into it. I think this is the right thing. I should have placed the beehive before I did that. Is that facing down? Okay, it is. So I'll make some shears and put it in there later on, but then we're gonna have an observer facing into it like that. I'll put some redstone on there, and I don't think that is working. Alright, do I have to do this? There's probably way better ways to do this, but that's the only way well, the only way I know how to get this observer tick. So, okay, so basically when they fill it up with the honeycomb or whatever, just honey, yeah, it's just honey, it's going to send a tick into the observer, which is going to go around and send it into the dispenser. Hopefully. I actually have a bunch of shears over here in my wool farm, just in case I run low. By the way, I have done a little bit of work in here. It looks a little different from the last time you guys saw. I made another row of chests because I've gotten so much wool. I mean, look at all this. This is crazy. I'm never going to need this much lime wool. I mean, maybe I'll need it. That's why I made the farm. But yeah, if I ever need a bunch of wool for a project, which I'm going to try to think of a way to use all this, I will be good. We also got a lot of black wool, gray wool. I put these colors back here because these are the colors I'm most likely going to use in a project. But yeah, let me grab these shears. I don't think this is going to lag my world too bad. I decided I'm only going to have like 8 to 10 bees in here. I've seen some people do farms where there's like 50 bees flying around. So I don't think I'm going to have that many. Especially being near my villager setup over there, it's probably going to strain my world a lot if I had like a ton of bees. So yeah, if I ever need to repopulate the bees, I can just get some flowers and do all that. By the way, speaking of flowers, I need like a layer of dirt in here, or grass. I'm going to plant flowers on. I think I have to put the campfire under this also, so they don't get mad. Alright, sweet. We got some flowers down, and you can see they're starting to pollinate. So hopefully this works. And we're just going to leave my setup here, so if it does work, I'll get it on camera. Oh, it worked! Oh, man, there it goes. About time. I was waiting for it to go off. I was standing there for like 5 minutes. So yeah, it's very cool. They didn't get angry, which I'm pretty happy about. I was kind of worried that they were going to get mad because the campfire wasn't under there. But yeah, it went off pretty good. Unfortunately, the hopper did not pick it up, but I was figuring that was going to happen. I should have looked where it landed. I think it landed like around here. So I think what I might do is I might have a hopper minecart running under the dirt like this, and it might like pick it up along the way. That's actually not a bad idea. I might have like, what's it called, like a bunch of like lanes of minecarts. I don't think it went too far off though. I think most of them landed on like these blocks here. But yeah, I'll work on this off camera. I might have like a lane of a hopper minecart right here and like right here, just in case it ends up like 2 blocks off. I'm happy also that it didn't end up here, because if that happened, that would have been a pain to figure out how to stop that from happening. I might have to do a couple more tests though, because it might happen like once in a while. Hopefully not though. But yeah, I'm gonna place a bunch more beehives down, and maybe a couple of the ones you craft with honeycomb. What are those called? Is it the bee nest? I think it has a different name. I think it's the bee nest. So yeah, I might make a couple of those so I don't have to farm these things anymore. And yeah, I think I'm gonna put a bunch of them on this side and also on the other side. And I'll also make the big dome. It's not really gonna be a dome. It's gonna be more of a giant square of glass. Alright, I get it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but remember, there's going to be a building built around this. There's going to be a whole skyscraper or something I'm going to plan on building here. I don't have a design for it yet, but yeah, for now it's just going to look like this. But in a couple of episodes, maybe I'll have something built. So yeah, it's complete now. Hopefully I figured out all of the quirks and stuff. It took me a couple hours to make this. And again, I understand it doesn't look very pretty from the outside. I mean, it's alright. It's just like a box of glass. I got some mud brick on the corners here. And yeah, let me explain how it works. Oh, see that? Oh, yes, it's all going. Alright, cool. So we have the minecart hopper running under here. We have some hoppers that it runs over, and then it all collects into these chests here. That's a simple part. You can see all the stuff we've got so far. So it's a pretty good source of honeycomb. But along with that, we have. I actually left this open. You can see I was gonna put like some dirt on top of this, but I figured I don't really need to do that, right? Since the bees can fly, they can just fly over. They don't need to walk to the beehives. Also, something I noticed, we have a ton of bees. We have more bees than I thought I was gonna need, and I think they're reproducing on their own. I looked in there earlier and I just saw like hearts coming from the bees without me feeding them. So there's like a ton of them in there now, probably 20 plus. There's some over here. I had to get like a bunch more beehives. I grew a bunch more trees over there, you can see. So I got like 5 more, but on this side I just gave up. I was not planning like the 200 or so trees again to match on this side. So yeah, I just got like some bee nests. But yeah, it's evened out. I actually have bottles in the dispensers on this side. If I can go inside here, I can show you. I have like this little trap door. I can fly under here. No! Don't escape. I have to shut this. Oh, that's how they're escaping. They're flying under there. Okay, I have to place a block here. I was trying to think, how are these guys escaping? Okay, I figured it out. So now they're completely shut in. Let me fix that on this side also. I can just place a block like that and like that. Alright, perfect. So yeah, I have bottles in these dispensers. Oh, did you see that? Did that just work? I think it did. I'm gonna have to check the chests down there. Why is that? Where's that bee going? Where are you going? You're just chilling down here? Okay. I actually haven't seen oh. How did that happen? Did it just go back in the dispenser? How did that happen? Don't you need a hopper? I'm so confused. I didn't know it would just go back into the dispenser. Alright, I'll figure that out later. But yeah, so that was the plan of that. Like, it would just dispense a bottle, and then you get honey, and it'll just go up on the tracks, just like the honeycomb over here. But I guess it works a little bit different. I'll have to look into that a little more. I might just put shears over there so we just get honeycomb. By the way, the whole reason I have the bottles in here is to get just like the honey for the honey blocks if I ever need that, which I don't really see myself needing anytime soon, but just in case. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole farm. I kind of explained before how the redstone works. It's like very simple. If I can figure this out, like anybody can figure this out. So yeah, pretty much just all the redstone runs into the observers, and it just goes up and through there somehow, and then it runs over the dispensers. It's very simple. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I have to fix this. This is not how that's supposed to work. I really don't know how I can automate that. I might have to look up a tutorial. But yeah, we're getting tons of honeycomb. Actually, I should probably put this in here. These are like overflow chests. So yeah, we got over 2 stacks already. That is crazy, or almost 2 stacks. Or yeah, no, over 2 stacks. So the bee farm is done, pretty much. I mean, I'll just put shears in there. I don't really have to get the honey bottles, or whatever they're called. Yeah, so I'll just do that. Cool. Alright, let's move on. So, the Villager Mall. It's been a couple episodes since we've last checked in on this project. It is still very far from done, and that doesn't mean I'm going to be working on it this episode. Yeah, we still have this whole wall, and the other side, and the back wall, and all a bunch of smaller details that I have to put in this thing. But yeah, I really like just working with the villagers. I have a lot of fun just messing with these guys. Luckily, I don't have to mess with any more librarian stuff. It's more of the stuff up here. So yeah, we got all the farmers. Oh, by the way, I should probably explain it now. If you didn't see my last video where I talked about Minecraft glitches, I died and lost all my armor. I had to get all new armor, and that led to me staying up in this area, trading with the villagers, getting XP, and making this. So we have Wear a Helmet Kids, another lost set because I lost my last elytra, slacks, which is my first ever pair of pants with Swift Sneak on it. This is the first ever pair I made, so hopefully I hold on to this for a very long time. I want to eventually put this in my museum or something like that, or just like my trophy room. And then we got Timberlands, which is just a very nice pair of boots. We got soul speed on that too. And yeah, I spent so much time up here trading. My go-to to get XP in this world, I still can't believe I don't have like a really good XP farm, but I just get a bunch of pumpkins or whatever. Do I have any pumpkins or melons? Do I have any? I got like 48. Oh yeah, look at all the emeralds I have. I have so many emeralds. This is like half of it. I have a chest downstairs with more like emerald blocks, but yeah, just go to one of these guys. You can trade melons and pumpkins with every single villager, and it's so cheap, and you get so many emeralds and XP. Like every single one of these guys, I got 12 of them, and I think I get like 12 emeralds per guy per like pumpkin and melon. So yeah, 24 emeralds times 12. That's how many I get per round, and I've done multiple times where I've went all the way around. I think it gives me like 24 levels or something from 0. So that's how we get XP, and that's just from farmers. I also have to go to these guys back here. These are my my glass pane traders, the cartographers. These are this is like free XP and free emeralds. But I don't need to talk about these guys. I want to do some more villager stuff. I mean, I guess cartographers would be nice. Yeah, I think I might do some more cartographer stuff, but mostly these guys over here. We have the what are they called? The stonemasons, of course. They trade stone. They trade for bricks. I love bricks. Diorite, quartz, stuff like that. This is gonna be fun. I want to get like every single different type of terracotta. I think that would be a pretty cool project. I think they can trade for every single type, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I don't know. I do feel like if I do that, it would make me never go back to the mesa again. I have to think about that more. I might not do that because I do like grinding in the mesa biome over near spawn. I also want to get some more of these guys, some Fletchers. Maybe we can get some a feather trade, isn't it? How could it? I don't have a chicken farm yet. I don't have an automatic chicken farm or a cow farm or a pig farm. I just got to add that to the list. So yeah, I guess I should get some Fletchers. I mean, pretty much all these guys up here I need to get more of, I think. And you might be wondering, Jack, how are you going to do that? So I actually have an extra guy down here. Sorry for the lag, by the way. It's just a very laggy area. But yeah, look at this guy. He's been stuck down here. I think he's one of the OG guys. Like this guy, Lil Villager, dude. This guy, he's been like looking up at the ceiling trying to have a baby villager for over a year now. But yeah, he's one of the OG guys. He was like back when I had villagers in my house. You guys probably even like weren't even here for that. That was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was when I had I also had a butcher. That was like my main source of food. I used to trade for the cooked beef. Those are the good old days on my world here. But I'm gonna bring this guy over and another guy over in my my automatic farms. Over here, this guy has been stuck down here forever. I kind of forgot why I brought him over here. I think I was like needing a farmer villager, but I accidentally traded with this guy. I think, what is he, a Fletcher now or something? But yeah, see how we have these farmer villagers up here. Let me check how these farms are. I haven't really checked these crops on camera in a long time. That chest is full. I don't know. This has been like pretty stagnant for a long time. The wheat, on the other hand, I have been taking a lot of, like, it should be like up here, but I've been making a lot of mud bricks and just trading wheat. So that has been working pretty efficiently. The carrots, of course, are always like on top. I have like at least 2 double chests full at all times. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I have this villager right here. What is he, a shepherd? Yeah. I traded with him 1 time. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this guy over. They're the last 2 villagers in my world. This guy and the little villager over at the villager mall. Those are the last 2 villagers that are like not involved in a project relating to villagers. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like all my villagers right now are over there, and of course in the automatic farms. So yeah, I'll get those 2 guys. I'll transport them over to the factory. That's right, we're gonna be working in the factory again. Shout out to you guys if you were here when I was working on this project, because this is way back also. I mean, not that far back, like a year ago. So if you don't know the factory, this is like, the original idea is I was going to have like a lot of automatic stuff in here. Like, of course, we have the super smelter, the super smelter, like 44 furnaces that I end up never using. I mean, I do use it if I ever need a massive project, but I usually never need this high amount of smelting power. I do have the cactus farm over here. Oh, I also need to make a kelp farm. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I don't have a kelp farm. They're very simple to make, so I might make one of those off camera. But yeah, tons of cactus in here. I actually haven't checked that in a long time. So that's pretty cool. Might have to make another chest below that. But yeah, I was thinking this room is perfect. This room is very, like, I didn't even think about it. It was originally going to be for smelting potions. I was going to have an automatic potion smelting, not smelting, brewing. That's a word. I was going to have a potion brewing like setup that went all the way around this room. To be honest, I never really used potions, so I never got around to it, but I think it's perfect also for villagers, so yeah, that's what we're going to do here. So yeah, I'll transport those guys over here in a little bit. Yeah, this room is pretty empty. It's actually, this is a perfect spot for the kelp farm. I might just do that. I'll save it for next episode. I'll have to write that down. But yeah, I'll do that later on also, so look out for that if you've never seen a kelp farm before. They're pretty simple. But yeah, this also here. Wow, I'm having a great time talking today. I'm a little tired, sorry. It's like 10:30. I know it's not really that late, but yeah, I've been talking like all day. I've been recording this episode in one day. Like this, so far, usually it takes me like a week to record, but so far this is taking me one day. So yeah, this is like my bedroom, I guess you could say, in the factory. Is like, when I was working on this project, it took me so long that I ended up like having my own storage room over here, and I love this room. It's such a cool, like, industrial feel that I like. This episode's gonna be like 30 minutes long. I already know it. Oh man, I'm like looking at the time. It's, yeah, whatever. I like long episodes anyway. That's pretty much a tour of the factory for now. If we go up here, we got like a little enchantment set up. This is like my second home. This is my home away from home, even though it's like right across the river. We got some more space up here. This is a huge building. I love this project though. It was so fun to work on, and I still want to like expand it in the future across this river over here. I want to like make another building. If I fly up here, look how sick this looks. It's like a giant factory. I want to put some smokestacks back here. Yeah, dude, this is gonna look sick. Looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to working back in this area again, because I've spent so much time like in the back part of the city over here. But yeah, I just love this project. It's so fun, man. It's so fun. Okay, this actually might take me longer than the librarian villagers. I'm about to start working with the stonemasons, and as you can see, their first trade is bricks, and then it's like stone. That's fine. But once you get down further, it's like the terracotta and the quartz and all that stuff, and you can't really see it from the beginning. But yeah, at least with these librarians, you could just see from the top trade that they had, like what they had, and you can just keep changing them. So if I really need a specific type of terracotta or quartz, I'm gonna have to trade like all the way down until they're master trade. For some reason, I want to get every single type of these guys. I still really don't have a reason to. Like, there's not a project I have in mind where I need to get a lot of quartz, except the Hall of Fame. But I have quartz anyway. I can just go in the Nether. But I mean, these guys would be a plus. I just realized I'm kind of collecting these guys like Pokemon. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the actual villager setup thing. I know it's another like inhumane villager setup. Everybody has one of these though. I'm not the first one. I'm not gonna be the last. It's just the best way to do it. I'm gonna have 2 floors of these guys also. There's gonna be so many villagers. But I started with the Fletcher. Is that what they're called? Shepherd. I always mix those two up. Yeah, I actually learned something with these guys. I thought that there would be 16 different types of shepherds because there's 16 different types of wool, but there's actually only 4. It's the black wool, the white wool, the dark gray, or it's just gray, and the brown wool. I guess this is because like that's the only natural spawning colors other than pink. So yeah, I wonder why they don't trade all 16 types, because that was the plan. There's 16 different slots here, I believe. We have 1, 2, 3, I mean 4 if you count this spot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, I could just put like a 16th on the end here to make it like even or whatever, but that's the design I went with. If I actually end up filling every single one of these spots in, that's going to be 64 villagers in this area, so it's probably going to be pretty laggy. I always try to keep in mind like how much lag a project is going to produce, because it really ends up looking bad on camera if I have a lot of frame rate issues. But yeah, that's all boring stuff. So getting to the interesting part, I'm probably going to have a ton of these stonemasons. I said that earlier, probably 16 different types for every type of terracotta. Hopefully that works out smoothly. Probably won't. Also, I'm going to have a lot of the lesser known villagers, if that makes sense. So like butchers, leather workers, cartographers, especially cartographers because they do the glass pane trade, fishermen, clerics, and I guess I could get some like armor guys and tool guys, or what are they called, like toolsmiths. Yeah, there's a bunch of possibilities, but that is, to be honest, I don't really feel like working anymore on this. I have a lot of work to do, and it's like all stuff that could be done off camera. I kind of forgot to explain some more stuff about the bee farm, so let's go back over there. Okay, back at the bee farm. That's right. So if you guys wanted to build something like this, I kind of forgot to explain some other things about it. So you can see we have these 2 rows here. Of course, these are for collecting the honeycomb. Very nice. We got a bunch in there. So the reason, by the way, why there's like 2 tracks, I used to have 2 different minecart hoppers, but I realized I could just make one and loop it over there. But sometimes it pops out and lands like on this block, so I had to make it go all the way out here. But also you see this one back here, and I matched it on the other side as well. So there's this weird thing where sometimes the honeycomb ends up back here on this redstone, and that's because when it dispenses, it just tries to find the closest air block, and sometimes for some reason it doesn't go in front. It ends up like back here through the observer. So I had to make another minecart back here. It wasn't too difficult to do, but yeah, just be aware of that if you're making a bee farm, because that does happen. And I could not find a way to stop it because this redstone needs to be here. And also make sure to place a bunch of like blocks around so it doesn't like end up anywhere else. Like I made sure to place all blocks under the bee nests and like around here, so the honeycomb doesn't end up out like in these areas. It's kind of a mess, but you know, it works, so I'm happy with it. And again, all of this is going to be covered by a building. I'm going to try to do something unique because we have a lot of gray around here. I was thinking about making a mud brick building since we already started with that, or like just normal bricks. We kind of already have a mud brick building. I might do sandstone. You know, sandstone will kind of look pretty interesting, like especially the smooth variant. So I got some ideas flowing in my head on that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. I kind of want to get this episode out. We got a ton of stuff planned, guys. I'm really happy and really excited to upload some of these next couple of videos because I think you guys are gonna like them. Speaking of the channel, dude, I don't know what's been going on, but YouTube has been pushing my stuff like crazy. I think it's just like the topics of the videos I've been uploading have been just really good for the algorithm because I've gotten like 5,000 views this month, which hasn't happened in a long time. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Again, we're close to 500 subs. We're closing in on that big milestone. So if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel out, and I appreciate all of you guys that do so. Hey, oh, no escaping. That guy almost got out. We have a lot of bees too. Like, they're duplicating somehow. I don't know how it's possible. I'm not breeding these guys. I keep seeing more and more come out of the beehives, especially baby ones. So they're definitely breeding somehow, which hopefully that's not concerning. I guess it's better than them despawning. So yeah, whatever. I think this is gonna be it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Peace.